for 12 hours a day. So for Ed, he just got to a stage where he simply just had enough. There's no...
Edward John China suddenly disappeared from the television program Wheeler Dealers, leaving behind an irreplaceable void and a trail of unanswered questions that persisted for nearly a decade.
Yes, I'm afraid it's true, and I'm really sorry. After 13 years of making Wheeler Dealers, I'm now going to be leaving the show.
For years, fierce criticism was directed at the man who remained, turning the separation into one of the greatest mysteries in automotive entertainment. No one knew what truly happened behind the cameras in California, where invisible pressures crushed a relationship that had once seemed unbreakable. Now, as the curtain of silence is finally lifted, a belated confession from an insider has exposed the raw truth behind the collapse of an empire. The enduring partnership that had lasted for 13 seasons of the automotive reality television program Wheeler Dealers began to fracture when Discovery Channel and Velocity officially assumed full control of the production process in early 2017. The decision to relocate the entire studio setting and repair workshop from its familiar home in the United Kingdom to sun-drenched California brought systematic changes to the show's established content structure.
So, after season 12, the show commission was taken over by Velocity Channel in the US, who decided to replace Attaboy TV with Discovery Studios in California.
The American network introduced new directions designed to maximize profits, placing greater emphasis on commercial entertainment rather than exploring purely technical aspects as deeply as before. This new format required filming to move at a much faster pace, reducing workshop production time as much as possible to make room for dramatic elements outside the repair process. The sudden change in production methods imposed by executives at the American Media Corporation immediately met with strong opposition from Edward John China. To this veteran mechanic, detailed and meticulous footage explaining how to resolve complex mechanical problems was the backbone and core value that had given the program its distinctive identity for many years.
In particular, the detailed and in-depth coverage of my fixes in the workshop, what I consider to be the backbone and USP of the program, are something Velocity feels should be reduced.
Velocity's new production schedule demanded a major reduction in the in-depth workshop repair segments, claiming that they were too difficult to produce, too expensive, and unnecessarily extended the running time. The network wanted to simplify the technical procedures to suit the preferences of mainstream American television audiences, something Edd China regarded as a direct reduction in the quality and integrity of the program. Tensions reached their peak when the towering mechanic realized that he no longer had any meaningful voice in protecting the content structure of future episodes. On March 21, 2017, Edward John China officially uploaded an announcement video to YouTube directly revealing his decision to leave his position as Wheeler Dealers technical presenter after more than a decade with the program. In the video filmed inside a familiar workshop setting, the former television star spoke openly about his irreconcilable disagreements with Velocity's new management team. He emphasized that reducing the program's in-depth workshop content was a compromise he could never accept because it went completely against the professional principles of a genuine engineer. Edd China's decision to resign came from his commitment to professional dignity and his absolute respect for the program's loyal viewers. The talented mechanic refused to perform repairs superficially or overlook important technical details merely to satisfy the network's rushed broadcasting schedule. That determination led him to choose the termination of his television contract rather than continue working under a format he believed had become excessively commercialized. In his statement, Edd China said, "After filming the first 4 cars, Velocity decided that the show was too difficult to make, at least in the way I made it." This declaration clearly reflected the helplessness of a technical professional facing pressure from the global television industry machine. The sudden departure of a mechanical icon immediately triggered an enormous wave of anger from automotive enthusiasts around the world. As public attacks continued to target Mike Brewer's family, the silence that had lasted for many years finally surrendered to the harsh realities behind the Hollywood studio cameras. Secrets concerning the suffocating working conditions and the exhaustion of the production team in California gradually began to emerge. The verdict of the industrial machine. The pressure of operating a large-scale reality television program in the United States quickly exposed brutal physical and emotional realities for those standing directly in front of the cameras. Behind the glamorous footage of California's automotive market was a merciless industrial machine with a working schedule pushed to extreme limits. The production team and its stars faced continuous 17-hour workdays 6 days a week. This exhausting schedule was established to minimize the costs of renting workshop space and employing workers in the United States, creating a suffocating atmosphere that surrounded the entire crew. The enormous workload and limited rest gradually began to erode the resolve of those involved, placing them under constant stress. Under those punishing conditions, Edd China fell into profound disappointment as he watched the new working methods overturn every value he had always pursued. The veteran mechanic made no attempt to conceal his frustration with the authoritarian management style of the American production executives, leading to underlying conflicts over professional principles. Physical exhaustion combined with professional disappointment left Edd China unable to maintain his usual composure during filming. He began openly expressing anger over the unreasonable changes and frequently entered into heated disputes with technicians and studio directors. The growing tension surrounding the towering mechanic made the atmosphere inside the workshop increasingly heavy, transforming the shared workplace into an extremely complicated and difficult environment to control. Their contrasting ways of responding to professional pressure unintentionally pushed the two presenters down entirely different paths. While his longtime partner chose compromise and adaptation to harsh commercial rules in order to preserve the program's existence, Edd China chose direct confrontation to defend his professional dignity. Michael Larkin Brewer later broke his silence in Car Dealer magazine in 2020 to clarify what had taken place behind the scenes during their final season together. He admitted that his mechanic had become extremely difficult and regularly directed his frustration toward those around him because he could not accept the reduction of technical procedures. The excessive workload and their conflicting ways of thinking made their working relationship impossible to save. The deepest emotional shadows of this separation were exposed with even greater honesty during an episode of the Road to Success podcast in January 2024. There, Mike Brewer officially offered a belated admission concerning the central reason Edd simply did not want to make wheeler dealers anymore, because he did not want to reduce the workshop technical sections as the network had demanded. This statement directly confirmed that commercial pressure and Discovery US's new format had pushed the talented mechanic toward his final decision to leave. During this conversation, Mike Brewer lowered the defensive wall of anger and honestly confronted the pain of the past. The veteran presenter admitted that he had broken down in tears on the day the gifted mechanic packed away his toolbox and walked out of the workshop. The true nature of the media crisis that year was finally redefined in the clearest and most accurate terms through official statements from the people directly involved. The breakdown did not originate from personal hostility or complicated financial disputes between the two television stars. Mike Brewer's belated confession cleared the name of a relationship that had been suffocated by financial pressure while revealing two completely separate paths. From the moment the 2017 contract ended, viewers began witnessing Edd China's proud and solitary journey to reclaim the original brilliance of his own identity. Independent projects free from the presence of major television networks became the place where he re-established the core values of a genuine mechanical engineer. The independent era. After leaving the bustling American studio behind, Edd China immediately began bringing his personal ideas to life without interference from production executives. His journey to reclaim professional freedom was marked by an experimental project titled Edd China's Garage Revival in 2018. In the pilot episode of this new program, the veteran engineer made a long journey to the distant country of Norway. The goal of the trip was to meet and personally assist a local fan who had reached a dead end while attempting to complete a classic car restoration project that had remained unfinished for years. He wanted to create a program format in which the mechanic and the vehicle owner worked together to resolve difficult technical problems with the greatest possible care. The pilot episode, though, encountered numerous complex legal obstacles involving image rights and changes in the distribution strategies of commercial partners. These unexpected complications prevented Garage Revival from developing into a complete long-running series as fans around the world had originally hoped. Refusing to retreat in the face of the traditional television industry's challenges, Edd China decided to move his entire working environment onto digital platforms. The former television star realized that the internet was the only place where he could retain absolute control over his content without compromising with commercial demands or pressure from networks to reduce running times. A major turning point in the Towering Mechanics' independent journey came with the launch of a completely new series on his personal YouTube channel in April 2021. The series, titled Edd China's Workshop Diaries, was created with a complete format that accurately reflected his personal worldview and professional philosophy. There, the talented engineer established his own filming durations and assumed full responsibility for the entire technical production process inside the workshop. Viewers were once again able to witness in-depth mechanical lessons in which every small detail from suspension systems and gearboxes to drivetrains was dismantled and thoroughly analyzed. The program had no place for dramatic bargaining scenes and focused entirely on honoring the value of labor and precision. The rapid development of global automotive technology soon encouraged Edd China to expand his research into more advanced fields. He devoted a significant amount of time and passion inside his personal workshop to conversion projects involving traditional power systems, transforming classic internal combustion vehicles into fully electric machines. The work required a complex combination of precise traditional mechanical thinking and advanced modern electronic knowledge. The environmentally friendly conversion projects uploaded to his online platforms attracted considerable attention from specialists, confirming the limitless learning ability and adaptability of one of the industry's leading technical minds. By June 2026, Edward John China had successfully built an independent empire where he maintained a loyal and deeply engaged community of followers. His short technical instruction films and restoration journey videos continue to be updated regularly, offering significant educational value to a new generation of mechanics. That unprecedented record of achievements and brilliant legacy was the reward produced by a mechanical mind that had been cultivated long before television cameras ever found him. A legacy built on gears, the solid foundation behind Edward John China's global reputation was forged through 13 years of tireless dedication to what was then the most popular automotive restoration series on television. Beginning during the difficult early days of 2003, he and the production team laid the first foundations for an entirely new form of mechanical television. During the earliest seasons, the budget allocated to each project was extremely limited, usually ranging from only £1,000 to £2,000 for the entire cost of purchasing the vehicle and replacing its parts. Under the gifted hands of the chief engineer, cars that appeared to be little more than scrap metal were repeatedly brought back to life in remarkable fashion. In total, approximately 150 vehicles of every type were personally repaired, serviced, and upgraded by Edd China before millions of television viewers. The Towering Mechanics' meticulous approach and extensive professional knowledge transformed the repair workshop into a lively technical classroom where viewers could learn highly practical mechanical techniques. That 13-year legacy did not remain limited to the United Kingdom. It quickly spread across the world, turning the program into a popular cultural phenomenon, broadcast in more than 200 countries and territories. Edd China's fame grew alongside the number of classic cars he rescued, making him a trusted icon among automobile enthusiasts. Although the filming schedule was extremely demanding and required intense concentration, the talented engineer still found ways to balance his life and pursue unconventional personal passions outside the studio. Alongside filming each season, Edward John China developed a particular passion for pushing the boundaries of engineering by setting Guinness World Records. His distinctive design thinking was convincingly demonstrated through a collection of unusual but completely road-legal vehicles. His record of achievements began accumulating remarkable milestones, including the title for the world's fastest mobile office, established in 2006. He did not stop there. In 2011, he once again astonished the public by successfully creating the fastest motorized toilet in the world. One-of-a-kind projects such as a giant motorized shopping cart and the world's fastest electric ice cream van in 2020 demonstrated the limitless nature of his creative mind. Alongside these public performance projects, his independent business activities also played an extremely important role in strengthening the gifted mechanic's professional reputation. For many years, he operated and developed a working repair garage named Grease Junkie, located in Bracknell, Berkshire, England. This location was not simply an ordinary automotive service business. It also served as the primary filming location for the middle seasons of the television series before the entire crew relocated its operations to the United States. All of his valuable experiences, hidden professional realities, and distinctive mechanical thinking were later fully captured in his memoir, Grease Junkie, a book of moving parts published in 2019. That unprecedented list of records and brilliant 13-year legacy was the reward produced by a mechanical mind cultivated long before television cameras ever discovered him. To fully understand the identity of this towering man, we must return to the earliest chapters of his life, where a London boy began looking at the world through shafts and gears. His childhood years in the heart of the British capital became the cradle that nurtured a mechanical genius whose ideas were far ahead of their time. The original beginning. Edward John China was born on May 9, 1971, in London, United Kingdom, in an environment that gave him early opportunities to encounter basic technical principles. From his years at the prestigious King Edward School, the young student displayed a particular fascination with the operating structures of the machines around him. Unlike other children his age who were generally interested only in ordinary forms of entertainment, he spent hours dismantling old household mechanical devices and studying the principles behind their operation. This natural curiosity gradually developed into a clear professional direction when he decided to pursue specialized education at London South Bank University. There, the young student successfully completed his studies and received a bachelor's degree in engineering product design. His university education provided the future engineer with a solid theoretical foundation and a highly innovative approach to solving problems. This was clearly demonstrated by the remarkably distinctive graduation project called the Casual Loafer, which he officially completed in 1998. It was a special mechanical structure designed in the form of an ordinary living room sofa, but fitted with an engine steering system and brakes that allowed it to travel legally on public roads. The project was originally created to raise money for an international charitable organization while testing the possibility of integrating movement technology into everyday household objects. The appearance of the Casual Loafer on the streets of London immediately attracted significant media attention. The unexpected success of the graduation project became an important launching point that carried the young engineer's name beyond the boundaries of purely academic assignments. The unusual appearance of this unconventional vehicle quickly attracted the attention of British television producers, opening a new chapter in his career. Beginning in 1994, the talented engineer entered the audiovisual industry as a special effects technician for the popular comedy series Father Ted. His ability to handle complex mechanical structures was further demonstrated through technical segments on The Big Breakfast, and most notably through live outdoor performances for the successful Top Gear live arena shows during the late 1990s. Recognizing the market's growing demand for exclusive promotional vehicles, Edward John China decided to take another major step in his career by establishing his own company, Comfy Banana. This specialized business handled contracts for designing, constructing, and modifying unusually shaped vehicles for advertising campaigns, commercial events, and major performance programs. Operating an independent mechanical production facility allowed the towering mechanic to accumulate an enormous amount of practical experience in both technical management and material handling skills. These became the first foundational building blocks of the confidence and professional strength he would later carry into the world of professional vehicle restoration before television cameras. His youth and highly creative early career in London directly shaped a determined mechanical identity that always placed authenticity and technical precision above everything else. The unconventional thinking developed inside the Comfy Banana workshop formed an uncompromising working style, and prepared him for the long journey ahead. When those core values collided with the merciless machinery of the modern entertainment industry, a turbulent new chapter began, leaving profound lessons about the professional dignity of a genuine mechanic. The journey of a steadfast mechanical genius from his earliest days in London to his decision to abandon Hollywood glamour left a powerful lesson in professional self-respect. Edd China chose to preserve the soul of a true mechanic, while Mike Brewer chose to keep steering forward in order to preserve the program's survival under the pressure of a multi-million-dollar industrial machine. Although these two men followed completely separate paths, each was right within his own world, and both continued contributing in the most honorable ways available to them. At this point, the choice belongs to you. Do you stand with Edd's absolute authenticity and meticulous attention to detail, or with Mike's realism and powerful ability to adapt? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below so we can discuss them together. If you enjoy in-depth and honest documentary features like this one, remember to press like, click share to spread the story, and subscribe to the channel right now, so you do not miss the next journey behind the scenes of the automotive world. Thank you for watching, goodbye, and see you again in the next videos.